Hi heathens! So I'm starting this video a little differently than I normally do. Glasses are off. Eyebrows are done. I used the Mellow Cosmetics Brow Definer in chocolate so that I could get them a little darker. I went over it a little more than I normally would. I already have some foundation on, and if you can tell, I've powdered a bit under my eyes to hopefully create a layer, because I was trying to get the more boring stuff out of the way before I started this look tutorial idea thing. Got this idea from one of my best friends, Brittany, so thank you. Decided to turn it into a video because why not? And as I went to do my foundation, because who wants to watch me do that, I was like, I'm going to be using black eyeshadow. So I should probably try to put some powder under my eyes in case there's any fallout. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that works and that I don't have to restart this entirely. So we're going to start with the eyes, and first I'm going to go in with the Disney Villains Misunderstood palette, which is pretty ironic considering this look is Disney Villain, shaky, Disney Villain inspired. It was based around the concept of, like, if I was a Disney villain. I want to do another one of these that's actually taking the full aesthetic of a Disney villain, which was the first one that really came to my mind. But Michael said that I should also do a Maleficent inspired one. So I'm going for a black and green, kind of deep smoky feel. So first, we're just going straight in and hoping that it works. I'm going to go in with the shade 101 in this palette, which is a matte black. I'm going to take a flat Motopro BMX 466 shader, and I'm going to tap in, coat the brush, tap off the excess, and hope and pray that I don't get any fallout. Also, I've got a little thing of extra foundation here because I tried the Too Faced Do You foundation in Snow, which I've never used before, but I had the little sample, so I figured I'd use it. And I'm just going to start by putting this all along the upper eye area. I'm going to try to do like a cut crease. So we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to pack it on the brush, but tap off enough so that it's not creating super fallout, which so far seems to be working okay. And so what I'm doing, I'm not blending at all yet. I'm simply taking the color and literally just tapping it onto my eyelid. I'm trying to leave it so that the palette stays open. That's not working out for me. And I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It started raining here literally as I was cutting on the camera. So hopefully it doesn't get too noisy, and hopefully my light doesn't die. Otherwise we're going to be figuring something out. Trust me. We'll make it work. So we've got most of our black on this eye done. I'm going to try to take this and shade a bit up into the eye, but I'm trying to stop it right where that powder sits because I want it to be sharp but also kind of blown out, which is why I'm going all the way up to my eyebrow with it, because I want it to be angled, because it's a Disney villain with a touch of realism, but not necessarily Disney villain, but make it glam, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to try to do the same thing on the other eye by just moving that so that I don't make a mess, taking the same brush and just patting on the black shade. That rain's getting loud. And going all the way to my inner corner What's the weather like where y'all are at? Why is that not going all the way to the end? What happened? We have had a lot of rain here lately. I don't know what's going on, but what the heck? It's like not sticking to that very outer edge. Can y'all see that? I'm just putting it right on there and it's just coming right off. Whatever, that's a little better. It's been raining a lot here lately, and I'm kind of enjoying it because I love the sound of the rain, but I'm also kind of not enjoying it because it's making it even muggier than it already was to begin with, and that's just no bueno. Because for anyone who doesn't know, I live in South Carolina, and it's always humid here, unless it's the 2 weeks of winter that we get. And rain, this is frustrating me. Rain obviously makes it more humid, which is super fun. Thankfully, I haven't had to go out a whole lot recently, since we've been back, but it's still not fun. I'm really impressed with how no fallout I've gotten. Yes, don't you love that phrasing? How no fallout? Alright, I'm going to try to cut my crease real quick. So I'm going to take my super reliable little brush, and oh my god, where is my... Oh no. Oh, I don't know where my... Just kidding, I already put it on my desk. My e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. This is pretty much the only thing I ever use to cut my crease the few times that I do it. And I'm just going to take a little bit and we're going to... Alright, so if I open my eye all the way, that's where it goes. So we're going to fill in that part and take it all the way in, trying to get as close to the corner as I can, but still angling it up, ooh shoot, to the crease. Went up a little higher than I meant to, but that's okay, we'll just adjust accordingly, and then try to make the other eye the same. Apparently I like doing cut creases with black, even though it's not intentional, because I did a pink, white, and black cut crease a while back, or pink, gray, technically, and black. I'm not doing it on purpose, that's just the way that it seems to go. Oh, that one went way too high. Alright, so this one we're just going to do manually. And then we're going to pat that in right up there, and we'll fill it in a second. I'm sure you can see that little soft spot. Alright, so we're right at crease and above. So at crease, we're going to go ahead and take it into the corner and down. At crease and down, and then just a little above. Just goes to show that my eyes are not the same shape, because one of them clearly went up higher than the other one when I did the exact same thing. I've really got to fix that, this one came up too high on the insides. I've got to fix that outer edge, but that's okay. we'll get around to that. So now I'm going to switch palettes for a second, and I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Just My Luck palette, and I'm going to go in the shade with the shade Mo Bamba, and I'm going to try to use this on a brush first. I'm going to take this small flat Alamar Cosmetics brush. I don't know how well this is going to work with a brush because I've never used this shade with a brush. I'm going to take a little bit of setting spray and spritz it, see if that helps any, because this is technically a shimmer shade, it's just a very deep shimmer. And we're going to try to put this across the lid. I wanted to try it with a brush first because I want to try to get as close to that edge as I can. I may have to do this with my finger and then just go over it with a brush. Because it's applying, it's just not quite as powerful as I want. So I'm going to take my finger real quick and I'm going to, you see how much more colorful that is? I'm going to pack it on with my finger. That way I can get up in the lash line. I'm going to take it as close to that edge as I can without going over it too much. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to do it the exact same way. I'm going to take the brush first, and we're going to try to build it a bit so that when I use my finger I have something to build onto. So we're going to do the same thing, try to take it up to that line, and then go in with my finger and pat it across. This also, like I said, does make it a lot easier to get into the lash line so that there's less of that awkward concealer bit showing right down here in the lash line. I am taking it up onto where they meet a bit so that it gets kind of a blended effect, because I'm realizing this shade's a bit too dark to do a full stark cut crease, at least with my limited expertise in the cut crease arena. Alright, so now I've got that mostly done, so I'm going to go in with the black again, and we're going to kind of rebuild some of the, taking the same brush, some of the areas that have the black shadow so that we can build up on that pigmentation. So I'm taking that flat brush, and again we're just going to pack it on. We're not going to do a whole lot of blending. We just want to make sure that it's nice and pigmented all the way across. There's a car like awkwardly stopped across the street. I have no idea what they're doing because they're like between two houses. That's why I keep looking over there if you see me. Alright, same thing on this side. Just patting it in, going across. Oops, sorry. Patting it and going across. So now what I'm going to do is take my, wrong one, my Tardiest double-ended liner. This side was a liquid and this side's a pencil. I'm going to take the pencil side because this pencil is incredibly smooth, and I'm going to line the lower lash line and smoke it out. So I'm going right in to the lashes, not up on the waterline yet, but right up in here. to connect it with that outer color. And then I'm taking it all the way in here and going up like that. Then do the same thing on the other side, because obviously for some reason this side the shadow didn't stick as far down, so it's gonna look a bit awkward on that side, but that's okay. There is a little bit of fallout right in here on this eye, but it's not bad at all. This is seriously one of the smoothest eyeliners I've used in a long time. It reminds me a lot of the one that I used to use in high school, because it was also a very, very smooth application like that. So that is what we're sticking with the eyes. I'm going to try to brush away the fake. Last time I tried doing that, a lot of it stayed where it was. This time it looks like we're having a little more luck. I think I just did it wrong last time, though I still have no idea how I did it wrong, other than I'm just me. Alright, so now... Oh, that's horrendous. I went to open this and I thought it was more shut than it was, and I just stabbed the absolute crap out of the shade thing. It just crumbled all over my desk. I don't know if you watch that happen. If you play this back in slow motion, you will definitely see it happen. Anyway, I was going to show you that that palette does not have a matte purple, and I want to contour with a purple. And for some reason, when I was getting this all ready, I thought that that palette had a matte purple. So we're going to go in with the Morphe James Charles palette, which is gigantic and has a matte of pretty much everything. I'm going to go in with this purple down here to kind of bring a bit of light into the look. I'm going to go in with my normal bronzer brush, and I'm just going to kind of swirl around to get the brush purple. I'm going to shut this because it's huge and there's no way to hold it open while I do this. I'm going to start where I normally would, and we're contouring / bronzing down the face with purple. And then bringing it up onto the temple just like we would. And then I'm going to take it, go back in, same color. I don't have a better way to do this. Loading it back up, tapping it back off, spinning this direction, trying to not knock everything over, and then going down the cheek. I apparently really enjoy doing looks that call for colored contour and bronzer, because this is like the 4th time that I've wound up doing this. Not with purple, just in general. This side is a lot darker, so I'm going to try to deepen this side a bit right in that crease. And what I'm going to do is take my sponge, whatever's on it still, and we're going to use that technique I don't really do, and then I get my powder brush back out and wipe it away just to sharpen it a bit. And then I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara. It's going to be really hard to see, but I'm going to go in with the ColourPop BFF Black on Black mascara and do just a bit. With as dark as this look is, it's going to be really hard to see on the top lashes, so I'm not going to try terribly hard to build them up, because I'd pretty much need falsies to make my top lashes stand out here. But I'm going to put on enough where you can see that I have lashes, that they exist, and then build up the bottom lashes a little bit more. And then we are ready for lips. So here's where it's gonna get fun, because I want to do a black lip, because obviously I feel like it would go best. So I'm gonna take my Tarte liner again, and I'm gonna try to line my lips because I'm using a black lipstick, but it's a cream, so it's gonna go everywhere, because I have no idea where my matte liquid black lipstick is. And I don't care if I go a little inside, I just don't want to go too much outside. So we have bottom lip kind of done. It looks strange, but it's there. I'm going to fill in a bit. And then I'm going to do the top lip, which is what I'm super nervous about, because they're not even, so this is going to make it even more obvious. Obviously you can tell that my lips are not even, but that's okay. So now we're gonna go in. I'm gonna figure out which one it is, because they all look identical. So it's one of these, none of those. Alright, well we're gonna go in with this one then. This isn't the one I wanted, but it'll do. This is a Hard Candy liquid lipstick in the shade Twisted Metal. It's a sparkly gray. It was going to be my backup anyway. And then, of course, the finishing touch is going to be highlighter. And for this, I was a little torn on what I wanted to do, because it's Maleficent, it's dark, but I decided I'm going to use this, which is a Wet n Wild, like the Halloween limited edition, and Not Your Basic Witch. I did a Halloween look using this quite a while ago as, I think, my contour. I'm just going to take the littlest bit and tap it off and give me like a gray cast. You can definitely see it from the front, but this is what we're going with. And then I'm going to take another one right above it. This side got a little bit more, so we're going to clean that up. Sorry, I lost you for a second. So I cleaned up that a little bit, and now I'm going to go in with my Mirabella highlighter just to add a bit to the top to make it a little more shimmery. And then we're going to wrap this up because I don't have much more memory. So that's it. I mean, other than taking out my hair and doing a little narcissistic montage type thing, this is my, oh, what's my hair doing? My Disney villain inspired makeup look. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. I will see you guys next time. Bye!